we are going to see a problem on hexagonal pyramid. Here is the question. A hexagonal pyramid, base 40 mm side, axis 100 mm long, is resting in the HP on a corner of its base, with base surface making an angle of 30 degree with HP and the axis making an angle of 30 degree with VP. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the apex is touching the VP and base of the corner, which is in HP, is equally inclined to HP. Now this is the question which we have. Just by reading it, we have understood that the type of solid is a hexagonal pyramid. So for that, first I'll draw the diagram and then I'll be explaining these conditions in the problem. Let us get started. So here we have a hexagonal pyramid in which the base is in the shape of a hexagon having 6 corners. All the 6 corners are connected to a common vertex called as apex, apex O. Base is in the shape of a hexagon. Then it will have 6 slant edges, and those slant edges, as they are connected to a common vertex called as apex, they are forming triangular faces. So in case of a hexagonal pyramid, there are 6 triangular faces. So these are the triangular faces. Now in the question it is given that hexagonal pyramid, base 40 mm side, axis 100 mm long, is resting in HP on a corner of its base. Means here I have to take the condition in such a way that since the corner is in HP, it means the entire hexagonal pyramid is in HP. So when this pyramid is kept in HP, then from the top, if we are looking from top, then we are going to see a hexagonal base. It means this pyramid will be looking like a hexagon from the top view, which will be drawn in HP. Now hexagon can be drawn in 2 different ways. I'll just give an example. There are 2 ways of drawing the hexagon. So hexagon can be drawn in these 2 different ways. In the first condition, this hexagonal pyramid is resting on an edge, because we are taking the right hand side as a reference, because in case of solids they would be tilting on the right hand side. So here I'll say that this is edge AB. Then in the second condition it is resting on its corner, which is, I'll say it is corner A. So if we read the problem, it is given that hexagonal pyramid, base 40 mm side, axis 100 mm long, is resting in HP on the corner of its base. So the first condition is the hexagonal pyramid is resting on its edge, but in the second condition it is resting on its corner. So out of the 2 we have to select the second condition, that is drawing the hexagon in this manner, and that too in the HP. So when we have understood this condition, we can easily start with the problem. So let us get started with the solution. Now here I'll start with the solution part. So as we know that the hexagon is resting in HP, and I have explained the initial condition as well. The side is given as 40 mm. So measuring 40 mm as the radius, drawing a light circle, and here I have explained the condition that since it is resting on its corner, so we will take this as the corner, joining it light. Here I'll give the notations to it. Projecting the points in the front view. Now the axis height is given as 100. I'll measure 100 over this, and that will be the axis height. Next, joining it to form the slant edges. Here is the apex. Then this is the initial condition. I'll make it dark. Here is the apex. So joining all the corners to the apex, that will give me the slant edges, and in turn we would be forming the triangular faces. So connecting 1 to point O, point 2, three, next 4, point 5, now I'll make the next edges dark, which is 3 dash 5 dash connected to O dash. 2 dash 6 dash will be connected. And here is the apex, or we can say the axis. The next condition is, after we have completed this, it is given that hexagonal pyramid base 40 mm side axis 100 mm long is resting in HP on the corner of its base. That we have completed, with the base surface making an angle of 30 degree with HP. Inclination with HP, that is theta. So theta is 30 degree, and the axis making an angle of 30 degree with VP, that is phi. Inclination with VP. Now inclination with HP will be seen in VP, and here the base surface is making an angle of 30 degree with HP. So we have to make this base inclined at 30 degree to HP will be seen in VP. Measuring an angle of 30 degree, drawing a light line, then measuring this base, marking it over this line. So here I have made this base, inclined at 30 degree to HP. Then from this point 4 dash up to the axis, I'll measure the distance, marking it over this inclined line. Here this point is 4 dash and here is the axis. So base and axis, they are perpendicular to each other. So here the base is inclined, so axis will be perpendicular to this line, which is inclined line at 30 degree. Marking it over this line. So here I get the point of the apex O dash. Joining 4 dash and O dash. This point is 1 dash. And now I have to mark 2 dash, 6 dash and 3 dash, 5 dash. So from point 4, I'll measure the distance up to 2 and 6, marking it over this base. Two dash and 6 dash. Here we have 3 dash and 5 dash. Next, making this inclined pyramid dark. So this is the inclined pyramid. Now, here it is seen in the front view. I am going to project its top view, and for that observer is here at the top. So those points needs to be projected first which are closer to the observer. So if I look from top, O dash is closer, so that will be visible first. So O dash and O, wherever they intersect, that gives me point O of the apex. Next, 1 dash is closer to observer, so that will be visible. So 1 is on this line. Wherever it intersects 1 dash, that gives me point number 1. Next, after projecting point 1 dash, I'll project 2 dash and 6 dash. So point 2 and 3, they are onto the same line. So point 2 and 2 dash, wherever they intersect, there is point second. Next, for 6 dash, drawing a horizontal line here. Now wherever 6 dash and point 6 intersect, that gives me point number 6. Next, 3 dash and 5 dash. So point 3 will be projected on the same line as point 2 is there. So wherever 3 dash and point 3 intersects, that is point number 3. Next, for point 5, onto the same line as point 6. This is point 5. Then point 4 dash will be projected light, and point 4 is here. So wherever these two points 4 dash and 4 intersect, that gives me point number 4. Now connecting them in proper sequence, when we are looking from top, this O to 1 is visible, so it is a solid line, and then outlines will be visible, that is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to O. Next 1 to 6, 5, 6, O5 visible. But if we look at corner 4, it is going behind the observer, so this corner will be hidden, and this much will be the visible portion of the hexagonal pyramid in the top view. I'll make it dark. Next, O dash 1 dash are connected. It is visible to the observer from the top. So O to 1 will be a dark line. Next, the triangular face O1 and 2, and at the same time O1 6 will be visible. That is O1 2 and O1 6, which are here. So that will be visible from the top. So joining O to 6 with the help of a dark line. Then O to 2 will be a dark line. Then point 4 is going behind the observer, so it will be hidden. Point 4 will be connected to 3 and 5 with a dotted line. Now, this is the complete top view of this hexagonal pyramid. I am even going to project the axis. Axis is starting from this point up to the apex, and now it is coinciding with O dash 1 dash, so it is a dark line. Axis is from this location. I'll say that this is point O and this is also point O. So O and O, that indicates axis, and here it is O dash O dash. So this is the second condition. Now I'll read the next condition. What is given here? And the axis making an angle of 30 degree with VP. So 30 degree with VP will be seen in HP. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the apex is touching the VP and the base of the corner, which is in HP, is equally inclined to HP. So that is another condition. So we have to make this axis, which is OO in the top view, inclined. But here in this problem, they have given the inclination of the axis as 30 degree with VP. This inclination is the true inclination, means it is for an axis length of 100 mm. Whatever the inclinations are given, they are for the original length or the true length. So axis making an angle of 30 degree with VP, it is this 100 mm axis which is making an angle of 30 degree. But if I look at this top view, here the axis length is not 100 mm. This is called as the apparent length, and since it is top view, it is denoted as PL, plan length. So this plan length we have to make it inclined, and for that there is a procedure. I'll explain it here. Selecting a point, measuring an angle of 30 degree, so measuring 30 degree angle, drawing a light line, Now in the question it is mentioned that, here I'll say this axis is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP seen in HP. This will be the true inclination of the original length of the axis. And in the question they have mentioned that, draw the projections of the pyramid when the apex is touching the VP. So we have to make it in such a way that this apex should touch VP. So taking the original length, which is 100 mm, keeping it over the XY line because it will be seen in XY line, and cutting this line. So now here I have marked the original length of the axis here. Next, I'll draw a light horizontal line through this point. And then over this light horizontal line, which is called as the locus, I'll mark the distance of the apparent length of the axis, which is there in the top view, which is this PL. So from this point O to O, I'll mark this distance, and here this distance will be cutting this line exactly in a perpendicular manner, and for that I'll show the condition as well. So wherever this point is cutting this line, that will give me the axis. So here there is point O, and this is the original length of the axis from O to O, and this was the true length of the axis. In the question it is mentioned that, draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is touching the VP. So here it is touching the VP, and the base of the corner, which is in HP, is equally inclined to HP. So here the base on which it is resting, that is point 4. So this base corner has two edges. These two edges will be equally inclined to HP seen in VP. For that purpose, this has to be a straight vertical line. Then I'll take the distance from point O to point 1. Here there is point 1. Next, I'll plot the remaining points 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Point 4 is on the same location or onto this same line. So from point 1, I'll measure the distance up to 4 and plot it here from 1, cutting this line. So here I'll get point 4. Then for the remaining points, again from point O, I'll take the distance of this vertical line which is passing through 2 and 6, and from this point O, I'll cut this line, drawing a light horizontal line through it. Then measuring the distance from this horizontal line up to point 6, and same will be the distance up to point 2, keeping it over this line which I have drawn now and marking the points here. So here there will be, if it is shifted in this way, this pyramid, here I am going to get point 2 and this is point 6. Then for points 3 and 5, I'll measure the distance up to this vertical line. Then drawing a light horizontal line through it. The distance of 6 and 5, they are same. So once I get 0.6, I'll plot it over this line. That will give me 0.5. Next, 2 and 3 are onto the same level. This is giving me 0.3. Now, after plotting all the points, I'll join them in proper sequence, first with the help of light line. Joining 5 to the apex. Then 0.6. 1. 1 to 2. 2 to 3. O2, 2, they are connected. Similarly, O to 6. Now I'll make it dark. Connecting 2 to point O. Then O to 6. Next, O to 1 is a dark line. Then 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 connected with dotted line. So now this is the pyramid, and here it is tilted in such a way that the edges, now when I am going to project it, they will be equally inclined to HP. Now when I have drawn the top view, we have to even project the front view, and for that observer is in this location. So as an observer, those points will be projected first which are closer to the observer. So point 1 is closer, and 1 dash will be projected horizontally. So point 1 and 1 dash, wherever they intersect, that will give me the point 1 double dash. Next, point 2 and 3. So here we have 2 dash. Wherever point 2 and 2 dash they intersect, that will give me the point 2 double dash. Next, for point 3, projecting it light, where 3 dash and point 3 intersects, that gives me the point 3 double dash. Point 4 is on the same line, and here if we see point 4 and 4 dash where they intersect, that will give me the point 4 double dash. 5 and 6 are on this same line. Here 5 dash and 5 wherever they intersects, that will give me 5 double dash. Next, point 6 and 6 dash, that will give me 6 double dash. Next, apex, it is on this vertical line, and here we have O dash. So wherever point O and O dash they intersect, that gives me O double dash. Now as an observer, when we are looking from here, the base will be closer to the observer. The pyramid is kept in such a way that it is resting in VP on its apex, and at the same time the base is coming closer to observer, so base will be visible entirely, so that should be connected with the help of solid lines. 3 double dash to 4 double dash, then 4 double dash and 3 double dash. Now after this, as an observer, when we see here O and 6 are visible, so O double dash 6 double dash will be connected, then O double dash 2 double dash connected, then the triangular face O16 and O12 are closer to the observer, so they are visible, but the triangular face O56 will be hidden and O23 will be hidden, because points 5 and 3 they are going behind the observer, so the triangular faces are not visible. Next, I'll make it dark. First, the base will be made dark, joining the points in order. Then connecting O double dash 1 double dash with a dark line, because it is closer to observer and visible. And after that, drawing the dotted line. Then, as an observer, the edge O24.4 is behind the observer, so that will be hidden, and some portion of O double dash and 4 double dash will coincide with O double dash 1 double dash, and the remaining part will be hidden. And here if we see, as per the, it is mentioned in the question, the corner on which it is resting, corner 4, the edges of that corner are equally inclined with HP seen in VP. That is why we have taken this axis as vertical and the apex is in the VP. So after completing these conditions, here I will be giving the dimensioning to it. Base edge is 40 mm. Axis height 100. And here I have given the angles which was mentioned in the question, and with this we complete the problem.